I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Vasilii the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. An all-time pound-for-pound great. And he'll be facing El Niño de Oro. He stands 173 centimeters tall with a 175-centimeter reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument.
Vasilii Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko. El Niño de Oro, one of the greatest fighters in the history of Venezuela, who won his first world title back in 2007.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the two-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous three-division champion of the world, Vasilii Lomachenko. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned three-division champion of the world, here is El Niño de Oro, Jorge.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is one of those places where if you can fight, if you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. He just misses with that jab. He missed with that jab. First fight was sensational as both men went down. Let's see what happens here as Lomachenko looks for his second victory over Linares.
This is the first time in Lomachenko's impressive career he'd been knocked to the canvas. Oh, the shame of it is what he's thinking. Because he wants to be unblemished. He don't want to be touching canvas as a professional fighter. But he did so now. He's thinking, whoa, I got to turn that round, get the look back. But still came back and dominated Linares. Turned it round, made him pay for his rudeness. He made him pay and won convincingly.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. No power in those punches. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Well, he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on.
Clearly, that's not allowed. Oh, that punch. And he misses with that jab. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Nice shot with the left. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Left punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Do you believe what we're seeing? He fails to score with that left hook. Solid punch. He misses with that jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. Here's the bell for round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missed with that left jab. So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch.
This This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Still swinging with nothing left. The finish. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Carl, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Left punch. He carries away the left uppercut. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. He misses with that jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let's start the 6th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Both of these fighters have had their moments. He threw the hook, didn't land. Gets out of the way of that left hand. That left shot lands. the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters. Here we go, it's round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Got out of the way of that right hook. One of the best. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. And he misses with the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot guess that.
And there's the bell for round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice punch. That left scores. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Disaster averted. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic and you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good left hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early round? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
with the hook. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He went down so hard, there is no way he's going to beat this count.
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
It's a good start to the round for this guy. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Those punches add up. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that. And there's the bell for round 10. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'd come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
What a punch. Venezuelan is rocked. Oh, Linares goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Nice punch. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be considered. There's the bell to start round 11. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they won't shake your legs. And that's here away from getting stopped.
Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Can he get out of this predicament? That was not a good moment for him, but seems like he's out of the dark place. The Venezuelan is rocked. And that'll do it. Linares is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Right punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Oh, Linares goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
There's always a way back. Don't ever out anybody else.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Another scoring shot there. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That one will count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.